Warning. If the topic of psychological manipulation and emotional enslavement of women offends you, I want you to stop watching this video. And if you want to continue, you must agree never to use this knowledge to hurt women. Deal? Great. Let's start. Right now, I'm going to take a guess about the type of person you are. Yes, you. Are you ready? Since you're watching this video on Barnum Statements, here's one thing that I already know about you. You're a curious learner, and you're eager to learn new, exciting things. You're looking for ways to be better with the fairer sex, particularly on how to build rapport with a woman so that she likes you quickly. You sometimes think that you have a great deal of unused capacity, which you haven't yet used to your advantage. Am I right so far? Okay, here's more. You want to feel that you're experiencing everything life can offer, yet you sometimes worry you're missing out on great opportunities. You pride yourself as an independent thinker, and yet you sometimes have the tendency to be overcritical of yourself. How am I doing? Not too bad, right? Let me be honest here. I could throw these statements out at pretty much anyone and I'd be right. The reason? I'm making you fit these statements to yourself. In psychology and persuasion circles, this is what we call the Barnum Effect. Others usually know it as cold reading. And as you'll see in this video, it's very useful when building rapport with a woman. In fact, it's a key NLP seduction technique that can be deadly effective when used properly. So what's the Barnum Effect exactly? Here's what. As you can see, the statements above are deliberately generic in tone. These are known as Barnum Statements, by the way. That's entirely by design, of course. They're so broad that they can apply to anyone. However, Barnum Statements always involve very personal aspects of the target. This way, they feel personalized to the woman that you want to deliver to. Following me so far? When done correctly, she'll feel as if you've got intimate and intuitive knowledge about her. Even better, you'll appear as though you already know what a woman wants before she even knows herself. And this can be really attractive in the eyes of a woman. We'll get into how you can use the Barnum Effect to build deep emotional rapport with a woman. Trust me, this is nothing like you've seen before. I guarantee it. Before we go into that, however, there's something that I want you to do for me. Could you help me out by clicking like? That will really mean a lot to me. Go on and click like now because I'll wait here. Clicked like? Great, let's continue. So here's the key to making a woman like you quickly. You want her to believe that you know her better than she knows herself. And guess what? You can do that quickly with Barnum Statements. This way, you'll be different from the other guys who try to hit on her with cheesy pickup artist lines. You'll build real emotional connection with her fast. And once you've built a strong emotional connection with a woman, she'll stick with you, thick and thin. Just like a woman who sticks with her asshole boyfriend no matter what. Make sense? The Barnum Effect also exploits another flaw, a woman's selective memory. Here's how. When a woman thinks back to past events, she tends to filter out everything else which doesn't fit with her present narrative. Let's do this thought experiment. Think back to a positive event in your life. What happened? How did you feel? Now try and force yourself to think of some of the negative aspects of that event. Chances are you can't, even though there most likely were some. Why? Well, here's the explanation. Your brain has labeled this event as a positive experience. Your subconscious has edited the facts of the event to fit your perception or narrative. Interesting, right? With Barnum Statements, you'll exploit this flaw to make a woman feel deep emotional connection with you quickly. Barnum Statements are the scripts we use to invoke the Barnum Effect in a woman. Let's look at a stock Barnum Statement and why it works so well. Imagine that you've approached a woman in a bar or a coffee shop. After striking up a conversation with her, you say this. I sense that you're extroverted and sociable most of the time, but sometimes you prefer some alone time. Honesty and openness are two very important traits to you for both yourself and your perfect partner. Guys try to hit on you, but you're skilled enough to know how to instantly spot the time wasters. If you think this sounds difficult to memorize, don't worry. You don't have to follow the script entirely. All you need to do is follow 2 simple rules. But before we get into that, I want you to do this for me. If you have enjoyed this video this far, then subscribe to my channel because that will guarantee that you'll get these videos from me in the future. Go on and click on the subscribe button because I'll wait here. Done subscribing? Great. Let's continue. So here are the 2 rules. 1. Make flattering statements. Everyone likes to think of themselves as good, honest person. Therefore, use terms like good-hearted, open, caring, thoughtful, and hard-working generously. 2. Never ask her a direct question. This is very important. Asking her a question would ruin the illusion that you're able to see her for who she really is. Easy, right? Once you've successfully delivered the Barnum Statement, guess what happens? Firstly, she'll feel an immediate rapport with you. Secondly, her selective memory kicks in. She will make her retrofit everything you said to her situation. At this point, her subconscious brain will say to her, wow, not only has this guy held my attention, but he also gets me. He's definitely worth talking to. Awesome, right? So you've successfully used Barnum statements to build emotional rapport with a woman. That's a pretty incredible feat, so congratulations. So what comes next? Well, that all depends on what you want. The choice is yours, whether you want this woman for a year, a month, or just one night. Frankly speaking, I'm not here to teach guys about game or pickup. I'm not about short-term relationships or one-night stands at all. Truthfully, my techniques are overkill if all you're looking for is to sleep with random skanks you meet at the bar. However, if you're looking for something deeper and more powerful, then you might just fit the bill. My techniques are about controlling and dominating women. That doesn't sound too politically correct, but fuck it. If you're looking for the same thing, power, control, and dominance over women, then continue reading. There's a world beyond Barnum statements, and it's this: mind control. You see, mind control is 100% different from the conventional pickup artist and dating guru shit that litters the internet these days. An example mind control technique is fractionation. With this tactic, you'll invoke both positive and negative emotions in your target. In short, you'll make her feel both happy and sad in succession. Why would you want to do this? Well, here's the reason. Attraction isn't just about positivity. Love is not about happy feelings. As you probably already know, relationships are not about sunshine and rainbows. In fact, a lot of long-lasting relationships are pretty fucked up in nature. Think about it. There's a good reason for this. Women are addicted to emotional drama. This means that to make a woman addicted to you, you've got to give her drama. In fact, a little emotional turmoil is good for her and you. Force her to experience a roller coaster of emotions, and you'll put her in a hypnotic state. And guess what? Once she's in this state, she will be so susceptible to your ideas that you can use it to do whatever you want. Yes, whatever you want. The possibilities are limited only by your imagination. Here's the thing though. I can't explain mind control in detail in this video. It's already pretty long as it is. And that's why I'd recommend Derek Rake's legendary online masterclass on mind control. After you sign up for Derek's masterclass, you'll know what mind control is, how it works, and how to use it on women. A link will now come up in the video. Click it and the registration page for Derek Rake's online masterclass comes up. There, enter your best email address because that's where your masterclass ticket will be sent. Do it. Click on the link now.